Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the UCF Dynasty. In the first episode of season number 4, we went 2-2, and we really saw a difference in gameplay going up against DePaul. They had an aggressive scorer in Nate Johnson, and that kind of prompted me to move on to recruiting and show this earlier than I usually do. Now, the big reason why I didn't show recruiting last season is because I knew I would be moving over to the PC in March Madness Legacy. And I want to kind of look at the top recruits we are going after. First is Kojo Bray. Love that name. 16.9 points per game. Rebounds, he's averaging 3.7. He is an assist guy. His three-point shooting I wish was a little better. But that brings us on to our second guy on our list. We have one scholarship to give out. This is PJ Sutton. He is number 178 in the nation. He's averaging 28 points per game. I haven't seen somebody average this many points. I am very interested to see what this guy's ratings is like, because if he can put the ball in the basket, even though he can't shoot threes, that is something that I have not had. And seeing how hard it is right now to keep up with CPU teams on All-American, I definitely need another scorer. Then there's Daryl Whitaker, shooting 33% from 3, only 8.4 points per game. But I think with one scholarship and only one, this is the one going into the offseason as well, I can't turn down going after 28 points per game. I need to be aggressive, add another scorer, especially a wing, and PJ Sutton fits the bill. I will deal with his ability not being able to shoot the three ball later, but I think we just need to go after him right now, be aggressive, because we need to add to this lineup. Now, in the first episode, I did use Darian Edwards at the 3. I'm going to try some different lineups out. Last year, I tried the 3-guard lineup of Sam Hayes, Justin Credible, and Bob Sharp, but that did not work out defensively. We saw that team started to out-rebound us offensively, and that was definitely not something that we want to experience this year, because we're going up against a better conference. We're in the Big 12 now. Better competition, better players. They're going to definitely out-rebound us if we try to do that again. So hopping into this episode's action, we will start out against St. Louis. And St. Louis is a team that was kind of equally rated as us. And with these updated rosters, the ratings are a lot better than the base game. But we end up winning anyway, 82-64, an 18-point victory. Mangani Mwangi had 22 and 16. Then we go up against Pittsburgh, and we are on the road this time around. And Pittsburgh not playing any games. They go up by 20, but then UCF starts to crawl back late, and we get down by 4 and eventually take the lead, and we end up winning by 1. In this game, we were down by 19, maybe 20 at one point. We're definitely 19, I saw. But Jazwan Woods, 25 and 11. We end up coming back. Jeffress for them had 29 points. It wasn't enough. UCF gets the clutch victory right there. Then we go up against Eastern Michigan, a team that I was just like, yeah, I'm going to gamecast this one. And what happens? We end up losing this one by 1. We went 5 of 22 from deep. We did out-rebound them, but for some reason came up just short in the end, and we lose our 3rd game of the season. Now we go up against UNC, led by RJ Davis and Caleb Love. This is a team that is in the Final Four in real life right now, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do. You can just see the ratings are kind of fixed to be very high for good players. So you can see RJ Davis and Caleb Love both have 96 field goal, 93 field goal, and 99 3-point rating. It's going to be tough to stop those guys. And here we are in Chapel Hill, and we will see if we can get a victory here. We lost in our first game of season 4 to DePaul. This is kind of a similar mold of a team. They have a couple of good guards, and we will see if we can stop them, but we will see how our defense holds up today. We definitely want to get a hand in their face, especially RJ Davis. I do not want RJ Davis to go off today. So here we go. Austin Ball, the true freshman, gets the start at center today. Here we go. The 7'4" beast Hopefully we develop him into something nice. Here's a pass right away on an alley-oop from RJ Davis, and UNC gets going already. Here's a corner three. Jazwan Woods starts at the three. We're going big today. I want to see what that looks like, and the first shot is off here for UCF. Here's a drive to the basket. That's a missed shot in transition. As here we go the other way. Credible looking for a pick. He takes the three, hand in his face, and that one is going to be off. They work the ball up to RJ Davis. He pushes the ball up the court. Another alley-oop, looking for one at least, and that one's going to be out of bounds. A little too fancy right there. As here we are on possession. Here's UNC on defense. Pass inside to Mahanic. He gets blocked, but we get the board right back, and just Juan Woods puts it up and in. Tie this game up at 2 apiece. Here's a three-pointer right away from the top, and UNC answers. We really had to keep up with their three-point shooting. We work it to the corner. Credible with the three. He knocks it down. And now here we go on defense. Davis. That's actually Caleb Love getting the jumper from the baseline. That one's good from about free throw line distance. Now down by 2 to the corner. Sam Hayes. He has a 3-ball this year. He can finally knock down that shot. That was kind of what was missing from his game. And there's a nice pass from Caleb Love. That's good. And now it is a 9-8 game. Down by 1 to the corner. Mwangi open 3, a little bit too long. And here we go on offense again. Credible trying to work it inside of Mahanic off the bench. He tries to put on a good post move. That's a good move. And Mahanic is so good at scoring in the post. And it's kind of a shame that I kind of put him on the bench. I might not keep that too much longer. Jazwan Woods is good, but I feel like Reese Mahanic is just a better player offensively as he gets called for the foul on that one. 11-10 deficit here. Here's Credible working a shot inside, and that one was kind of forced. And here comes UNC the other way, pushing it hard. And that one's going to be another foul. How do these other teams get all these foul calls and we do not? And UNC goes to the free throw line and hits both free throws. As here's Caleb Love from the outside over to RJ Barrett. Why did I say RJ Barrett? RJ Davis, and that is good. And now here's UNC with a couple of shots. This one's missed. And an offensive board by the smallest guy on the court, Caleb Love. He gets it to go. He's got 6. And UNC is up by 7 already. Jazwan Woods from the corner. He misses that one. Here comes Love the other way. He works it up to the baseline. A drive and contact and almost an and one. Mahanic gets called for his second foul already. As that brings in the freshman Dave Wood to the free throw line, one of their top recruits going into this season. And now they go up by 9. We need a bucket quickly. Here's a long pass. I don't know why it went all the way across court, but Mwangi gets it back, and he does put it up and in, back to a 7-point game. Jump shot from just outside the lane, and that one's an offensive board by Caleb Love again. How does the smallest guy on the court get these boards? Here's a pass to the outside. Love again, a tough finish, and that is going to be off. Austin Ball on the defensive board. Here comes Credible the other way. He tries to get a nice shot. It's a tough shot in the lane, and that one is going to be off. Back to a 9-point game. Bob Sharp with the 3. That one is off. And here comes UNC the other way, pushing it up the court a little bit. They stop and hold up, waiting for the defenders. But a nice pass and an and one by Walton. Amali Straylot gets called for the foul. And that's a tough call. He was outside the restricted area and everything. It looked like he went straight up, but not really sure. 24-12 now. An inbound play, and that's a 3. They are up by 15 points. And now we try to work it back. Bob Sharp with the corner 3. That is off. UNC the other way. Love just stops and pops it. It's good. He's got 10. He's taken 9 shots in the first half. I love how aggressive the guards are in March Madness Legacy. But here's Mwangi, a nice baby hook shot. That's just beautiful right there. 15-point game. Bob Sharp getting to the basket, and it's thrown back. You've got to be kidding me, but Bob Sharp does get the steal. He works it over to Mwangi. Mwangi draws the foul, but he absolutely got his stuff tossed a second ago. Mwangi goes to the free throw line, averaging 18 and 11. That's pretty much on par of what he's been averaging in this entire series. He goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Back to a 14-point game. There's still plenty of basketball left. Jazwan Woods gets it in transition. He tries to get to the lane, but he decides to post up. He throws one up with the left hand, and that is good. I think that's just more of Jazwan Woods' game. He is just more of a back-to-the-basket type of player, and we will see what he turns into. But here's a nice pass inside. That's Austin Ball, the 7'4" monster freshman. I can't wait to see what he turns into, but I wanted to give him a start today because I wanted to see what that size looked like. We can always sub him out when we need to. There's a tough fadeaway shot now. It's a 12-point game as here's UCF back on possession. Here is Sharp, pick and roll. He tries to fit the pass in there, and it's deflected, and Caleb Love goes the other way. A transition dunk. He's got 12 on 5 of 10 shooting. It's now a 14-point game. Amali Straylock working it to the outside. Bob Sharp, and he has just not gotten his jump shot going this year. And now it's a 14-point game. 2 minutes to go. Credible in the corner, trying to put on a move. He passes it inside to Ball, and that is good. It's tough to defend that size, and now it's down to a 12-point game. Amali Straylock in the post again, passing over to the left block, and it's going to be Ball, but he cannot get that shot to go. At 7'4", you just got to dunk that. Here they go in transition the other way. This is a tough transition layup, and it's good. And now under a minute to go, UNC is up by 14, and a weird shot that time by Bob Sharp. A bad possession right there. Here they work it up. It's a jump shot from mid-range. It's good. It's Caleb Love again. He's got 14. And now we are under 20 seconds to go. Bob Sharp with the 3. Finally, he gets one to go. A 13-point game here. UNC on top. They hold for the last shot. This is Love. He's been hot in the first half. He gets a shot off at the free throw line, and that one is going to be off. A 13-point game here. UNC is in control, it looks like. They are at home. They have that home court advantage, but we need to play some defense. Caleb Love is killing us in the first half. So UNC is shooting 47% from the field, out-rebounding us 20-12. Our bench is actually not doing too bad. We decided to start Austin Ball, and I kind of like that move, but we'll see if that pays off in the second half. Here's Jazwan Woods, opens it up with a 3. That one's off. Mwangi on the board. He gets his man in the air. A fadeaway. That is just beautiful. Mwangi is such a good player. I'm really going to miss him. As now here's an offensive board by UNC, and that is Wood again. He gets it to go. Here's Hayes now getting it ripped away. Mwangi trying to get to the basket, to the corner, wide open, Jazwan Woods, and he knocks it down. Back to a 10-point game. We are starting to work back into this one. Here is UNC the other way. That is good. I believe that one is Wood. I'm not really sure now. I'm really confused. 41-29. Hayes getting the pick and roll action, but he passes over to Mahanic. Good move, and he can't finish. Right under the basket. That's an easy bucket. And now we're down by 12. Here's Caleb Love in the post, and he makes that one. He is just not missing today. And it's funny because, you know, RJ Davis has not done anything today. It's been the Caleb Love show. And here is a lucky deflection in the jump shot. And we are back down by 16 just like that. Here's Mahanic in the post. He misses that one, gets his own board, and he had another easy one and cannot get it to go. 47-31. Here's a shot just outside the paint, and that one is good. An 18-point lead for UNC. Credible with the corner 3. That's off. UNC is just running us here at home. They work it to the wing. It looks like it's going to be RJ, and that is good. Davis gets a tough shot to go. They're out-rebounding us 27-12. That's the type of game we are playing in this one. Here's Mwangi, a wide-open dunk. And he decides to lay it up and get swatted from behind. 51-33. Another jump shot, and it's good. And now we are down by 20. It's officially blowout season. Here they work it up the court. Love. Looks like he's just taking his time. Looks like he still has it. Works it to the wing. A nice pass inside, and that one is good. UNC goes up by 23. we have hit an all-time low here in this series. We have never been down by this much. A 25-point deficit. UNC threatening to go up by 30. Here's a shot from the left block. It is good, and they get the floater to go. And we fast forward now, 64-43. UNC is up big. Now down by 19. UCF starts to come back. Here's a pass inside. Ball, and that's a good move. He's 7'4". You got to take advantage of that size. Amali Straylock on the inside. He misses an easy one. Gets his own board. He puts it up. Back to a 16-point lead, but 2 minutes to go. Looks like it's way too late. 54-70. Outside shot. That's good. UNC is on fire today. Caleb Love leading the way for UNC. Just a little too much for UCF to handle. We just don't have the scores right now to keep up. We need to figure out something, and I think going inside out is definitely the way to go. With Juwan Woods, we know how good Reese Mahanick is in the post, and now we add Austin Ball to the mix. We just cannot compete right now with the top teams. At least we have the rest of the season to really figure it out, but it looks like today was just not the day we were going to win this game. UNC wins by 21, 75-54. A great game by them. Caleb Love ended up having 27 points and 9 assists. I just love this mod because those are realistic numbers that guys can put up. Before, you could only see guards score like 10 points a game, something like that. But now you're actually seeing aggressiveness from these guards. And it was just an excellent victory by UNC. They did what they were supposed to do. They won at home. And we had nobody over 10 points in this game. Juwan Woods, we tried to start him at the 3. It definitely did not work. Not doing that again. He had 7 points. I'm not even sure that he's our real starter as the big man. He is our highest rated guy on the roster. But I like having Mwangi at the center and then having Mahanick at the 4 because I think Mahanick is just a good scorer and he can also rebound pretty well. And I think that kind of offsets what Juwan Woods does well. He can shoot from the outside. He can also play a little bit of the wing. But I don't think he's like a true big man, but I think his strength is mostly back to the basket, that type of game. But I do think that he's more versatile than our other bigs. Mwangi added an outside jump shot a couple of years ago, but I think that Juwan Woods is not quite at the level that Mwangi is at offensively. Our next couple of games are just up and down. We end up beating Western Michigan, then losing to Louisiana Tech. We bounce back nicely versus Eastern Washington, beating them by almost 30. And then we end up winning the final 3 games of the month of December before hopping into the new year and starting Big 12 conference play versus Oklahoma State. Now, in the Big 12, we have a challenge, like a tough challenge, because we have never seen this many winning records in our conference ever. In the Big South, teams were losing. In the next conference we went to, the SoCon, teams were losing. They went into conference play pretty much under 500. Now everybody is at least like 3, 4, 5, even up to 8 games over 500 going into conference play. Only 2 are under 500, and that's Oklahoma State, who is 6-7, and Houston, who is 5-7. So going into conference play, it's going to be tough. We're going to need to really put on our big boy pants because we got some tough games coming up. But some good news. After offering a scholarship to PJ Sutton, he commits. So I'm excited to get that 28 points per game on the court for us because we're definitely going to need it. We need the scoring. I think that's just our weakness right now. We just don't have the scoring. Antonio Johnson really spoiled us at the start of this series. We haven't been able to replicate that type of success of scoring. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Next episode will be Big 12 conference play. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinny. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in a dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.